Good morning or afternoon or evening whenever you're watching me, Math 10 students. Oh, let me grab my white marker here, my calculator. How y'all doing today? Great. Today we are going to be continuing on with 7.4. Okay. We're going to be doing your check your understanding number 2, and that is on page 420. Okay, so if you want to follow along in your books, I'll encourage you to, on your own, go through the example, and I will do the check your understanding with you now. A good idea would be to maybe do the example here first, try the check your understanding, and then watch mine, but whatever works for you. Okay, this says, create a linear system to model this situation. Alexia invested $1,800, part at an annual interest rate of 3.5%, and the rest at an annual interest rate of 4.5%. After 1 year, the total interest was $73. Okay, so first things first, we want to create a linear system. So that means we're going to have two linear equations, right? Two make up our system. And we want to start with a let statement, okay? So again, pick whatever variable you like. I'm just going to use x and y. So let's let x equal the money invested at 3.5%. And let's let y equal money invested at 4.5%. All right? These are ditto marks. If you're not familiar with those, they just mean same thing. Just saving us some time here. All right, so the problem told us that the total she invested was $1,800. Okay? We don't know how much in one and how much in the other, but we do know that x plus y, the amount in each one, added up together, she would have $1,800. So it could be 900, 900, it could be 600 and 1,200. We don't know yet, okay? But we do know that it adds up to 1,800. The next thing it tells us is that part of it was at 3.5% interest, and we let that be our x, and the other part was at 4.5. So, and when they got their total interest together and they added that up, it was $73. Okay, so if x was invested at 3.5%, the way we would write that in, if we were multiplying it out, would actually be, we'd move this decimal 2 places to the left, because 3.5% means 3.5 over 100, right? So divided by 100 would be 2 places back, okay? So by the x, I'm going to write 0.035 x. By the y, I'm going to use that 4.5 again. That percent means it's a number out of 100, so we're going to divide it back 2. And that would be 0.045y, and we knew that when we did that, we got $73, okay? So that's why we set it up like that. Now, we have our two equations, and that's all it asks for in A, so we've got that. Now, the second part says to solve this problem. And so far, you've learned how to graph, and we've just learned substitution. So I'm going to show you through substitution, but you could also go ahead and graph it if you wanted. Again, a lot more work. So this is nice because our x and y are actually both have no coefficients, so we'll be able to easily isolate one of those. So you can take your pick. Let's pick x, okay? Could have picked y, but I'm just going to pick x, no reason. X would be equal to 1,800 minus y. If you had picked y, it would be equal to 1,800 minus x, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and substitute this down here every time I see an x. All right, so 0.035, oh, there's an x, so I'm going to put in 1,800 minus y plus 0.045y is 73. Again, you know you've done, well, hopefully you've done it right, but especially if you just have the one variable now. That's the whole point of substitution. All right, so let's go ahead and we will multiply these and we will see what we get there. Okay, so 0.035 times 1,800. You can use your calculator for that. Again, you're using the distributive property here. Okay, combine your like terms. So you'd be adding this negative 0.035y plus 0.045y, which gives me 0.01y, and that would be 73 minus that 63, okay? 0.001 y equals 10, okay? And solving for y, we would do that by dividing this by 0.010, which equals 1,000. Okay, so we have now solved for y, okay, that's my y value. Running out of room there. Okay, so my y is 1,000, and then it's going to be pretty easy to solve for our x, isn't it? I would go up here, use this. We know x equals 1,800 minus y, which equals 1,000. We know they both have to equal 1,800, so it's 800. Okay, so the answer to this question is x equals $800, y equals $1,000. So if you were answering in a sentence, you would say that Alexia invested $800 at 3.5% interest, and she invested $1,000 at 4.5% interest. To check this, if you wanted to make sure you were right, you would take your x and y values and you would put them back into your original equations, and the left side should equal the right side, and then you would see that you are indeed correct. All right, we got the same answer as the book, so that is always a nice thing as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and erase that. So at this point, you should be able to set up your equations and now solve using substitution. So for today, what I would like you to work on is on page 425. I'm going to have you do number 12, 14, and 16. Okay? Our next day, I will be going over Check Your Understanding number 3 and giving you a couple more questions again. Feel free to be in touch with me, as always, if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a fantastic day.